Hi, it's Paul here from Carnash Inside Bikes, taking a break from the rain to tell you about this absolute icon of motorcycling. It's a Royal Enfield Bullet 350. Now the Bullet went on to do service for the British Army during the war, but its legend really came to life in India. Now this is a cultural icon in India, and it all goes back to 1949 when the Indian government wanted to order, I think, around about 800 bikes for military use. They went to the Bullet, of course, because it had such a great legacy, and that's where the legend began. Royal Enfield sent some kits over to be assembled in India, and in 1955, when the British factory got retooled, they sent over all the tooling to India, and it started getting produced by the Indian Enfield company. This bike was the Rolls Royce of motorcycles in India, and even when the British company folded in the 1970s, it continued to get built and be much adored by the Indian public. I remember when I was getting into bikes back in the early 90s, you could even buy them over here, but it was a bit like a Lada or a Skoda. It was a bit sort of cheap throwback to a bygone era. But Royal Enfield is in rude health these days, we all know that. And, well, they've reincarnated their Bullet. Although to look at it, you'd be hard pressed because this thing looks like it's rolled out in 1955 when they started making them over there. Now it's powered by the J Series 350cc air-cooled single-cylinder engine. It only makes 20 horsepower, so actually less than those original 1930s Enfields. So it ain't no speedster, but this is a bit different to most retro bikes. Most retro bikes are kind of modern and they just got sort of classic styling on them. This, I think, is the most authentic, classic, new classic bike you can buy. It rides like a classic motorbike to a large degree. And I think Royal Enfield's designers have had a really difficult job of continuing the legacy and being authentic to what the Bullet is. And I think they've done a really, really great job. I mean, look at it. Look at the styling. It does look like a 1950s Brit bike. That nacelle on the front, there's nothing else out there looking like it. They've gone for the classic 19-inch front wheel, 18-inch rear wheel. It's tubed. There's nothing else doing that out there in the classic retro bike world. Now it does have its drawbacks. You sit on it and the ergonomics, well, it kind of feels like an old Brit bike from the past. Those foot pegs a little bit further forward than you might expect. Look, I'm a short guy and it's not very comfortable for me, I'll be honest with you. Initially it's quite comfortable, but on a journey it's a little bit, you feel a little bit cramped on it. But the ergonomics, the way the handlebars sit, all feels like an old classic bike. That dashboard is minimalist, it looks like something from the 50s, only a little LCD inset sort of gives the game away. And it's classic. The styling, the design, everything about it, the design touches are all there. It rides okay, it's fun, it's nice, it's such a charming motorcycle to ride. Look, you got 70 miles an hour top speed, you've got a lovely torquey, bimbling along engine. It's built for riding around on these back roads, which until the rain came, I was really enjoying, keeping my speeds down 40, 50 and loving life, loving being on a motorbike. If you're looking at this and going, it's not for me, mate, then you're right, it's not for you. If you're intrigued, then you know what, it might be something for you. I think the market in the UK is for classic bike enthusiasts. They've got some genuine vintage motorbikes in the garage and they want something that looks the part, but you can start on the button and you can just ride it without any worries about looking after it and maintaining it. I think Royal Enfield have done an amazing job of respecting the legacy and the heritage of this motorcycle. I think it looks great. It's very, very charming to ride. And those big wheels, they look the part, but they do create a bike that's a little bit heavy to steer. It's not the most agile thing in the world, but it's full of character, and I think they've done the right thing by staying true to that sort of 1930s, 1940s design. When I left the house this morning, it was nice and sunny and dry, and this felt like the perfect bike to be riding down these lovely back roads we've got here in Britain. Typical British shower has stopped play a little bit, but I'm nice and dry under here, so I'm gonna give it 10 minutes and then I'm gonna head out again. I'm gonna write a review for the website and I'm gonna enjoy my last few days with this absolute cultural icon, the Royal Enfield Bullet. Thanks for watching. Till next time, please subscribe and Give us your comments on what you think about the Royal Enfield Bullet.